Hey! Alright, I'm gonna do this every time. I guess we're gonna do like a cool, like singing a little bit of the intro. That was the whole intro for El Tigre. Just saying El Tigre, music, El Tigre. That was it. So this is Cartoon Talk number 2. This is El Tigre. I loved this show as a kid. I just loved this show. Let's talk about some good, funny. Let's just go over his family. So his dad was White Pandera, basically a Mexican Sanji with magic boobs. His grandfather lived with him too. His grandfather was called Puma Loco. He was basically an evil Mexican Iron Man. And then was El Tigre. And he loved to protect people and to save people, just like his father. But he also liked to do villainous stuff and steal and do crime with his grandfather. And that was always like a big thing in El Tigre with him. Was he a villain or was he a hero? Like even a final episode, he was going to become a villain and joined them, but then he declined. Even in one episode where him and his father went to like the Hall of Heroes, there was like this metal detector that could tell if you're good or if you're bad. And when El Tigre walked through it, well, his real name was Manny Rivera. When he walked through it, it went good, bad, and it blew up. And it didn't know if he was good or a villain. If he was a hero or a villain. I forget what happened at the end of that episode. Like if he went through it again and it was said good or bad, it was whatever. But I remember that was like a big thing in like the whole storyline. If he was gonna be a hero like his father or a villain like his grandfather. And his mother was in the show. She was a hero. But she got crazy and she kept beating up villains all day and all night. She would not stop. She like retired, and his dad and her mom, his parents had divorced, but every time they met up, the dad was always trying to get back to his mother. And that was really it. And he had a friend named Frida. She knew his secret identity. The secret identity thing wasn't really a big thing because sometimes he'll try to hide and then go El Tigre because he had like a buckle on his belt with a T. He'll flick it, he'll go El Tigre, and he'll turn to El Tigre. But other time he'll be like in a public street or anywhere anybody could see him, and then he'll turn into it. So the big identity thing wasn't really that big for him. And El Tigre, she was pretty cool. And he'll like extend his arm, his hand will go out, and then he'll have chains right there. Like his arm would disconnect. He'll have chains. He had like long, sharp claws that could cut through anything. He had superhuman strength, not like Superman level, but pretty basic. Lift up a car or something like that, I'm pretty sure. And, there was one cool episode. I remember this. They went to the land of the dead, and they found the original El Tigre. And he was like a grown man, obviously. He was like, hey, he said, can you do this yet? And his metal claws extended, and he started scratching his back. El Tigre was like, nah. He said, can you do this, though? Roar! And a big, like, green aura went in the air and blew them back. He was like, nah. He said, don't you worry, kid. By the time you get older, you'll learn all the secrets and nicks and coops of the El Tigre suit, just like I did. That I like that. That was pretty cool. Cause when he like roared, it was so big. Like that was so cool to me as a kid. I was like, yo, Manny needs to do that by the time he leaves. Cause that was basically like sort of like the ghostly howl from Danny Phantom, but in a big burst. Because Danny he was like, whoa, like out, like it took him a while to like beat whoever he was doing. Anyway, what was another good moment? Oh, I know this. There was a family in the El Tigre universe that was basically Mexican evil Falcons from the MCU, and the young girl in the group, she liked El Tigre when he was Manny at school, and they found out about each other's secret identities, and he was wooing her so he can just find out what their family's going to steal next, so his father could stop them. And then by the end of the episode, she found out she didn't really like him. She was just using him. He was just using her. His dad found out. I forget. I think he told her or like he said it out loud or whatever. Basic cartoon stuff, idiotic things they do. And his dad was like, Manny, did you just he was like, no, he found out, right? His dad found out. He was like, Manny, I know things are crazy for you. Your hormones are going wild. You're a kid, whatever. I know you're just trying to do the right thing because, I did stop a lot of crimes they were going to do like that. I get where you were coming from. But you are a sick, sick man. Nobody should ever do that to a lady. And then he's like, what? He was like, wait, what? He said, you are sick. We should never do that. That is no, don't ever do that to a woman's feet.